Hello, sports fans, and welcome back to another episode of Vanderbilt Dynasty. We are now 4-2 in the 2028 season, and coming off a 24-10 loss to Auburn. It was not great, and hopefully we can get back in the win column of this video. We'll start off by advancing to the next week, and hopefully we get positive recruiting news. I think there's a couple guys close to committing, but they could also go elsewhere. Alright, no commits, and there's one of the guys going elsewhere. Playing style, we got a few guys risk of transfer. Need more interceptions and rushing yards per game. The championship turned down to a B after a loss to Auburn, and program tradition down to a C-. That's not great. And we get another top 10 team in Kentucky this week. They're 5-0. But before we get to anything, I was thinking, our offense is not very good. We take a look at our stats on the season. It's pretty bad. We probably have one of the worst scoring offenses in the country. Okay, maybe not. Scoring 8.6 points per game is brutal. But we're not much better. I think we're at like 21 points a game. Yeah, here we are right here. 20.7 points per game. We are not very good. So, what I've been thinking, our offense is 87 overall. I mean, you see here, our offensive numbers. Third worst passing offense in the SEC. Sixth worst rush offense. Worst scoring offense. We're just not very good. But our offense isn't 87 overall. Got me thinking. An 87 overall offense should be scoring a lot more than 20.7 points per game. So, and it's not me. I'm not trying to say I'm this greatest offensive player ever. I'm clearly not. But, whenever I play, I feel like we're decent. And whenever it's the computer who plays, it's not great. So I think what the problem could be is the playbook. Now, obviously, I don't really know a ton about these playbooks. I know Oregon's playbook is good. I know Michigan's playbook is good. But if you guys have any ideas for what playbook I should switch to, please let me know in the comments. But we currently have a spread offense. We've got a bunch of different formations. And I'm thinking either Oregon, Michigan, or potentially switching to just the... Or to switching to a, where is it? Spread option right here. I like the RPOs. I like we can run out of this. There's not a ton. Wait, can we not go under center at all in here? Alright, we can't go under center at all in the spread option, though. That's outside of goal line. That's a little not great. But let's see. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. Alright, so I'm not sure if this is a good decision or not, but I kind of like Ohio State's playbook. They've got different formations you can go with. You can go under center. They've got quarterback runs, I know that. And we're going to go with that for at least this video. I know I don't want to change the playbook too often, but I think we're going to switch to the Ohio State playbook. Not going to switch defense, because their defense has been great. But maybe that can help us on offense, because we clearly need the help. Here's what the top 25, while we're right here. The top 10 is Clemson, Georgia, Oregon, USC, who's up from 9-4 after beating Michigan State. Washington, Auburn, who just beat us. Kentucky, our opponent this week. Then Michigan State, who falls from 3-8 after a loss to USC. NC State falls from 5-9 after a loss to Clemson. And Notre Dame, after a dominant win over a top 25 Georgia Tech team, is at number 10. But that is a look at the top 25. Here's the full top 25. Feel free to pause the video. And let's take a look at what Kentucky's done real quick. I know we usually do this the other order. We look at recruiting, then we'll get to this stuff. But we'll reverse it for this week. Well, let's see. What has Kentucky done? So Kentucky, they have beaten Toledo by 20. A 10-point win over Kent State. Beaten Old Dominion, Texas, and South Carolina. Okay. So it definitely seems like they're starting to play better, which is kind of unfortunate for us. They're also coming off a bye. Although, I mean, they really haven't played the great teams. Their best opponent record-wise is Toledo. But, I mean, a 10-point win over Kent State, nothing too impressive. I definitely think they're beatable, although they haven't lost yet. And blowout wins over Old Dominion, Texas, and South Carolina. And then a bye week coming into this game has me a little worried, but I hope we can win this game. Also, they have a really tough... Wow, they end the season with 6 ranked teams. That is going to be very tough for them. But, yeah, hopefully we can beat Kentucky. But we'll start off by taking a look at recruiting. This guard goes to Ole Miss, so obviously that's a little disappointing. And let's see, what else? Joseph Coe, I'm just going to take him off our board. We're not going to get him. Okay, Torre. We got to put more hours on him. Gonna put 25 as opposed to 10 there to pair that with the hard sell. We got a visit with him in week 11, although North Carolina's visit is first. We just make the top 3 here for Brian Cobb, but he's not going to come here. Peter Bacon, very close to commitment. He needs to commit as soon as possible. Tennessee now offers Tommy Tam. Alright, this is not looking the greatest. Definitely hoped recruiting would look a little bit better. We do have 230 hours to spend, so we can get more aggressive for some of these guys. Brian Cobb, I just don't really think is worth it. He's a good player, but he's just not going to come here. He's very likely going to Kentucky. So we'll probably just take the hours off him. We're going to keep the hours on Torre. And Joe Conrad, we're in a good spot with. Well, I don't know. I'm going to go through, see exactly how we want to allot these hours, then I'll get back to you guys in a second. So with receiver, we've got Joe Conrad here. We are in first, although Kentucky is making a little bit of a push. Added 5 more hours to him. Took the hours off Brian Cobb, which we're just not going to get him. Tommy Tam, I've added 5 hours to him after Tennessee offered. That's a little concerning. And I added these 2 new guys to our board. We only seem to offer both of them. Actually, we didn't offer this guy, Tobias. But he's only 5'9", but a great route runner. He's also a gem 3-star. And this other guy, he's also a route runner. Not quite as good as the other guy, but he's still pretty good. 92 agility is pretty good. But neither of these guys are that fast. This guy's got just 82 speed. This guy's got 85 speed. So I wish they were a little bit faster. Tight end, I just added 10 to Moma. And I doubt we get Bruce. Offensive tackle, added a few guys to our board, although they don't seem amazing. Also got a little bit more aggressive for Calvin Baggs, because I want to be able to get him. But this guy just doesn't seem the greatest. 68 pass block, 66 run block. Trent Brown, also an NFL player. 66 pass block. And we don't know his run block, but probably not the greatest. And Devontae Rags, he's just strictly pass blocker. 78 pass block with 58 run block. That's a little too much of a gap for me. Now, the offensive linemen, interior guys, are pretty solid. Patrick Johnston is pretty solid with 69 pass block, 70 run block. And Casey Stacy, that's an interesting name, is a great player. He's got 76 run block. He's an agile 4-star. Hasn't been offered. I offered him a scholarship. Threw 5 hours on him. He's got some great schools on his list, but if he's not going to be offered, I'm going to try to get aggressive and go get him. Defensive end stayed the same. Same thing with defensive tackle. I think if we offer these guys, we can easily jump in the race, if not take the lead. Outside linebacker got a little bit more aggressive for Seth Dunsmore. Middle linebacker, Shaquem Uche, we're in a good spot for, though. A couple of visits for Arkansas and Illinois, a little concerning. Corner, Peter Bacon, 99 speed, very close to commitment. Put more hours on him just so he commits as soon as possible. We've also already got Bobby Doss. And then free safeties. You'll notice we have no strong safeties on our board. That's because we got a ton of free safeties. The hope is we can get Thomas and Flanagan can move over to strong safety. That's the hope. And we're currently at first for both of them. Don't have any hours on them because we're in a pretty good spot, but also think if somebody jumps us, we should be able to take the lead back. But that's the plan right there. But that is recruiting. Spent a lot of time scouting some new guys, and hopefully we get some good recruits. We've already got a couple 4-stars, but obviously we want more than just like 2. But we get to our game against Kentucky, and are they good? They're not good. Let's go. Wait, this is classic Kentucky. Every year Kentucky does this. They're a top 10 team, not that good, because they beat up on nobody, and they'll actually play a real team. I'm feeling a lot better about this. It's a rivalry game. We are a lot better than Kentucky. Let's go get an upset win. I'm feeling really good about this game now. So we start our game against Kentucky. Why whenever I change the speed, our scoreboard goes away. We've got a third down moment here. Wonder how our offense is with our new playbook. Hopefully it's good. There's definitely some new plays we're seeing here. Gotta get used to this again. 3rd and 4. Oh, no, no, no. That could have been bad. Brown drops it. I thought that guy would just keep dropping back. Well, we're forced to punt. They want us to kick the field goal. I am so bad at kicking field goals. If you guys have not seen that already. We're not going to kick the field goal. And we missed it. Okay. Maybe I should have kicked it. We get the ball back. And they're going to give us the drive. We got a big first quarter drive. They want us to take the lead. And hopefully we can do that. The one thing I do worry about with this offense is there is some more. Nice run for Boyd. And he's going to get hurt after that one. Banged up. There is definitely more quarterback runs. And obviously St. Hilaire can't run. That's one of the reasons I didn't choose Oregon. That's a little concerning. Boyd, another. Oh, Boyd! Randy Boyd into the open field. Boyd might take this all the way. Gonna stiff arm a guy at the 15. What a run for Randy Boyd. Let's go. Huge run for Boyd. Oh, this is an interesting formation. We got our right tackle over on the left. And Christensen's carry actually loses a yard. It's 2nd and 10. Underneath. Boy, got in the way. If you guys haven't figured this out already, I'm just not very confident in my abilities as a passer. 3rd and 6. Oh no, I threw it right to him. What am I doing? If I wait for him to clear the defender, he's probably got a touchdown, but I threw it at the exact wrong time. What am I doing? We get the ball back. And we're moving the ball. We got a 3rd down as the first quarter comes to a close. Game's still scoreless, as a lot of our games are. So a 3rd and 1. Just going to try to run this ahead with Randy Boyd. Hopefully we're able to. It is 4-down territory. Boyd, first down. He's got 7 carries, 78 yards, and let's stay in and finish this drive. Nope, don't fumble. We need to be able to block. That would really help. 2nd and 17 here. There's Coleman over the middle. That's a nice throw and catch. Going to gain 14. And we are going to run a read option here, but we're going to have to make a quarterback switch first. And we're going to put in Alex Cleveland. Run the option. Hopefully Cleveland can keep this. Cleveland does keep it. He's got a first down. Spins inside. Oh, wow. He took a big hit. Very glad he can hold on to the ball. We're going to keep him in, although he's just going to hand it off here to Boyd on this play. Oh, boy. That's not what I wanted. Now it's 2nd and 12. Now we're going to make the quarterback switch back to St. Hilaire. If we got something decent on that play, I was probably going to run another option, but clearly that did not happen. Oh, where is our offensive line? We used to be good, and now we have no offensive line. It's very frustrating what our offensive line has become. 3rd and 19. Don't throw a dumb interception. Just throw it away. Is that grounding? It's going to be intentional grounding. We can get that outside the pocket enough. That's essentially taking a sack. And now we have to punt. Oh, man. That is so bad. So we punt. Our defense is playing amazingly well. Although already 3rd and 5 from the 33. We don't want to do something dumb again. Oh, Brown got bumped. Another thing I hate about all EA games, how they never have interference like that. When they clearly interfered with the player. 3rd and 10 here from the 46. Gonna play to the sticks. Screen here. Make a tackle. Oh, I ran right past him, Darren Hart. We're gonna get a stop. It's 4th and 5. And they're gonna go for it. Of course they are. Should we get aggressive? We're gonna get aggressive. Oh, stuck in a lineman. Oh, he dropped it. Let's go. I thought that was gonna be caught. We're gonna play this 2-minute situation before halftime, and hopefully we can get some points. Wide open. Brown makes the catch. That's a touchdown. I don't know why it gave me the tip, but I'll take it. Brown wide open for the touchdown. 59 yards. Let's go. We'll get back to playing the moments. 59-yard touchdown for Tristan Brown. And we're finally on the board at 7-0. Kentucky is moving the ball. Really not liking that. 3rd down here for Kentucky. 3rd and 10 from the 33. And obviously, guess pass. 3rd and 10. Oh, pick that. Let's go. Jalen Wackey with the interception. Darren Hart give him a block. Let's go. Let's go. Jalen Wackey returns it to the 33. We need more interceptions to help the deal breaker as well. And we're going to play this 2-minute situation. I don't know why they're showing me where I'm supposed to cover. That's never happened in the past. But, I mean, I'm not really complaining about that. Sometimes I can definitely use the help. Coleman right there, wide open, makes the catch. We're going to call a timeout right there. Halftime, 42 seconds left. Coleman again, wide open. Bryson Coleman gets a block downfield. Run him over. Coleman can't. But he's out of bounds at the 35. Let's go. Coleman again. Get in the end zone. Just short. I'm going to call a timeout right there. Probably could have waited a little bit. We're going to bring in Alex Cleveland and run a quarterback run with him. I just realized we don't have QB blast in our playbook anymore. Let's see, what quarterback runs do we have? Alright, it's pretty similar. Cleveland easily into the end zone for a touchdown, and we extend our lead. What a close to the first half for us. Between the interception, the big touchdown, and then this touchdown. Let's go. And we will get back to playing the key moments. Up 14 at the half on a top 10 Kentucky team. Again, we're moving the ball effectively. 3rd and short. I should have... Why is our play clock down so low already? McVay wide open. We got him the ball. Oh, if he could have broken that tackle. Looked like he was kind of close to doing it. We're just going to stay in and finish this drive. We take a shot right here. Let's try taking a shot downfield. Oh, McVay wide open. Make the catch. Touchdown. Let's go. Joseph McVay wide open. Touchdown. Our offense is good all of a sudden. I'll gladly take that. 21-0 over a top 10 Kentucky team. Our defense forces a 3 and out. Oh! Let's go! Huge pass play for the touchdown. 28-0. It must have been the playbook. We entered the fourth quarter. We're going to go for it on 4th down. It's 4th and 17. We're just going to sit back, play some coverage. Oh, I pressed the wrong play.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for
We'll play to the sticks.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Got all kinds of time. Going to let it go deep downfield into the end zone. It's knocked away. Let's go. We're still up 28-0. Kentucky moving the ball a little bit here. How was there just a kickoff? Nobody scored. It did say kickoff, right? I didn't imagine that. Alright, Kentucky scores their first touchdown. They're going for the onside kick.
The deficit is huge.
Oh, wait, I did not click onside recover. That was... That's my bad. So Kentucky going to go for the onside kick. Let's recover this. There we go. Recover the onside kick. And we got a 3rd down here. 3rd and 5, 2:15 to go. We will throw this. Oh, they put our backups in. Very interesting. They put in our backups. Up 28 entering the 4th quarter. I guess it makes sense. Larry can run. Not quite like Alex Cleveland. He can run easily. You got a 1st down there. Now they want us to take advantage of the field position and get in the end zone. Coker goes nowhere. This is definitely not something I expected. Being able to put in our backups against a top 10 Kentucky team. Not complaining about it, but it's not what I saw coming. Coker bounced outside. Oh, he's fast enough. Bradley Coker gains 9.5. Let's go. Have to run one more play. Robert Russ now into the game at running back. I believe he's a true freshman. We got the 1st down. And that's going to do it. A dominant win over Kentucky. We can run another play. Now let's see if we can make this win look more convincing. Coker breaks a tackle and scores. An even better win over a top 10 Kentucky team. 35-7. It must have been the playbook. I have to readjust to it, or adjust to it as the user, and when we actually play, but the computer does not need to. Let's go. 35-7. We destroy Kentucky. Jeremy St. Hilaire, 328 yards, 3 touchdowns. His best game of the season, maybe of his career. Let's go. If we take a look at stats, we had 450 yards. Wow. It was the playbook. I'm pretty convinced. We were great on 3rd down, 7 of 11. Obviously, I did throw the dumb interception, but I'm still playing quarterback. What a performance. Player stats. We just went over St. Hilaire. 3 touchdowns and a pick. Larry was 0 for 1. On the ground, Boyd 11 for 80. Coker 9 for 37 and a touchdown. Larry 1 for 11. Cleveland 2 for 7 and a touchdown. Russ 1 for a yard. Christensen 1 for 0. And St. Hilaire 2 carries for also 14 yards. So it is good to see they're not running because he can't run. Then receiving, big game for McVay and Coleman. McVay 5 for 130 and 2 touchdowns. Coleman 7 for 126. And Brown 2 for 63 and a touchdown. Barrett 2 for 9. We didn't spread the ball around, but we got the job done. And then defensively, 6 tackles for Darren Hart, 5 for Cloud and Huron. Tackle for loss for Jasso, who was one of the backups. Cloud, Olbrich, LaBelle, Sims. Sacks for Olbrich and Sheath, 2 interior defensive linemen. Interception for Jalen Lackey. Pass deflections, 2 for Cloud and Lackey, 1 for Aday. Kumar, and Sims. Didn't force any fumbles. And no blocks, safeties, or defensive scores. So we get a big win over Kentucky, 35-7. I'm still in shock it's by that much. It really was the playbook the entire time. Let's go. We'll advance next week. Maybe we can get some recruits after that. Peter Bacon, the 99 speed corner, has committed. Cobb goes to Kentucky, who we just beat as expected. So not too upset about that. Championship contender up to an A-. After that, wow. Playing style, we still need to improve a little bit for those guys. And now we get a South Carolina team who's just 2-4. Let's take a look at recruiting. We got 2 corners with 97 plus speed. That's very nice. Peter Bacon, obviously 99 speed. He's got 99 speed, 90 acceleration, 81 man. I mean, 99 speed alone is enough to make me want to go get him. And then Bobby Doss, 97 speed. But let's see, what do the rest of these guys look like? But Joe Conrad, Kentucky is making a push, so let's get more aggressive there. We got ours. Let's just put a hard sell on him. But we are still in first there. And I would hope a head-to-head win over a competitor in recruiting should help, but I don't know if that does. Uche is another guy I want to get to commit as soon as possible. So I'm just going to put the 25 on him there. Marquise Thomas, we are still in first. Flanagan, we're still in first. Close to committing, actually. Torrey, he's just not going to come here. Very unfortunate, but it's not looking too likely. Alright, Ole Miss making a big push for Dunsmore. Let's get him on campus. I wish we could go against Alabama, but let's go against Texas. That's the only game that we can actually get him on campus for. Hendricks, we're still in first. MoMA, we could jump by Tennessee. Don't know his hard sells yet, but let's at least get more aggressive for him. Tam, I think we should probably get more aggressive for him. We can get him on a visit. I think might just go Texas, but I also don't know if we want to be getting extremely aggressive for these guys as well. I'm going to hard sell Tam. Let's see. I don't know if we want to get him on campus right now. What week is this, though? This is week 8, so visits with Tennessee next week. Maybe we'll see how that visit goes. And then we'll determine if we want to get him on campus or not. And how are we still not in the lead for Calvin Baggs? Oh yeah, I'm going to go through. Alright, real quick. These 2 4-stars that we were not in their top 10. It's been a couple weeks since we've offered Okuda. Still no interest. And Stacy, it's been a week and nothing yet. But yeah, I'm going to go through. If there's any major news, I'll update you guys. Otherwise, we'll just get to the game. The last recruiting thing we're going to do this week is just get Calvin Baggs on a visit. We're going to go to Texas because we've got a complimentary visit there. And we'll go academic prestige. I know he's only a 3-star, but he's good. And I want to be able to get him. 70 pass block, 73 run block. Pretty agile for a lineman as well, 72. And I just don't know how Northern Illinois is beating us on the recruiting trail. But I don't know if that's smarter not to put him on a visit. But I want to be able to get him, so that's the thinking there. Otherwise, we're still in a pretty good spot for some guys. Not so great for other guys, but decent. We take a look at the top 25. We're not in here. Kentucky falls to 16 after the loss to us. And we are now the 3rd team out. 83 points in other receiving votes. We are, what is that? That's 28th. So one more win should put us in the top 25 for the first time ever. But the top 10, we're looking at Clemson, Oregon, Georgia, USC, Washington, Michigan State, NC State, Notre Dame, LSU, and Auburn. Auburn does lose to Texas A&M by a point, dropping them from 6 to 10. And our future opponent, Tennessee, is up to 11 after a 3-point win over Arkansas. How do you beat an unranked Arkansas team and go up 6 spots? Not really sure. But let's look at the full top 25. Hopefully we can get in here soon. And we'll get to our game against South Carolina. Actually, let's just see what they've done first. They don't seem to be very good. But in the past, we have seen teams like South Carolina don't have a good record, but they are very good. But let's see what South Carolina has done so far this season. South Carolina, a 2-point loss to North Carolina. Okay. We're going to destroy South Carolina. At least we hope so. They're not as good as us. They're an 84 overall. They do have a decent offense. They've lost to an FCS team. They beat Rice, lost to A&M, got destroyed by Kentucky. And if Kentucky can destroy a team that we just destroyed Kentucky, this should be a big win for us. That's the hope. Obviously, don't want to set our expectations too high, but expecting a big win. Now that our offense knows how to play football again, I'm expecting a 20 to 30 point win. For our second game of this video against South Carolina, again, we have no scoreboard. That's got to be some kind of bug. Defense gets off to a great start, forcing a punt. It is a good punt. We've got the ball on our own 12, but hopefully we can have a good opening drive. We've got a stacked box to start. There's Brown on the outside. Jukes inside. Tristan Brown, what a move. Vicious tackle. What a nice move for Tristan Brown. We got Randy Boyd on a jet sweep here. Wish this was Tristan Brown with his 97 speed, but Boyd should work as well. Boyd, spin inside. Doesn't really do much, but he's got 5 yards. Here's Boyd to the outside again. I juke right into the defender. I'm good at that. Go back to the ground here. Again, we got a really stacked box. I just don't love running the ball into this look. Oh, wide open. McVay over the middle gets a block from Brown to the 25-yard line. All 62 yards through the air. What a start for us. Boyd is uncovered out of the slot left. Oh, that might not be smart. It's intercepted. How is that pick? That might be a pick 6. St. Hilaire has got an angle, but he's not very fast. And yeah, that's pick 6. 89 yards. I really thought we could fit that in there, but apparently not. Our offense going right down the field before we run into a 3rd and 5. We got backup receivers in the game. Barrett underneath. Can't quite pull away from the defender, and we're going to go for that. Alright, they want us to go for it. I like the decision for the computer.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field.
I'm just not loving this look. I'm going to put Boyd on an in. Oh no, pressured, and we're sacked. Emmanuel West, the guy we recruited, a true freshman, with the sack. But, yeah, not great so far. Although, that does not describe our defense, which is amazing. Forced a punt. And we get the ball back. We just forced a turnover? Seems like it. But we got the ball in the red zone. Let's get in the end zone, not do something dumb. And let's score a touchdown. Boyd with lots of space. Randy Boyd at the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 12. Go back to the ground here with Boyd. We're going to block that linebacker. That would have been really nice. Let's bring in Alex Cleveland here. I see the quarterback runs. I was actually thinking that before I even saw it. And let's bring in Cleveland.
Around the fact that they have really
Let's try QB sweep. I don't know if this play's any good or not. Hopefully, obviously.
try to turn it around.
It's good, but let's see.
It requires shifting your goals.
2nd and 7.
You want it to start
Cleveland gets a block. Alex Cleveland
and take advantage of
gains 6. Boy, it does look to be pretty good.
It hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing this.
Gonna go another quarterback run right here for Alex Cleveland.
That in this last week, they were able to
3rd and 1 from the 3.
focus on doing
Gonna see if we can
exactly
power this straight ahead.
that. They have the horses in the locker room
Cleveland
winning games like
is in. Touchdown. Let's go. His legs are so good. Not a very good passer because he was recruited as an athlete. I've noticed those guys aren't the best quarterbacks, but he's such a good runner. And our defense is also insane. Got a 3rd and 6 here. After we started to move the ball effectively. 3rd and 6 from the 49, so we are going to go with this RPO.
Third down.
I don't know if I like throwing that out to Coleman, though. If it's to throw it. The read is to run it. Boy, can't quite turn the corner. He's going to gain 3. And we're going to go for this.
But it's still a 4th down and 3.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice
Okay, we have
job
really
there.
limited
Good-
play options right here.
good vision there.
Let's just
getting what
see if
you
we can find a good pass play we like.
foot in the ground,
Maybe a
push
jet
forward,
sweep on 4th and
helps this
3.
offense find positive yards.
Oh, that's the 2-minute warning. Was not paying attention at the time. I guess I should have.
Reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
But yeah, let's go with the jet sweep.
They were unfazed by
Hopefully
that
we can
early
get a 1st down right here. We got blockers on the outside if they can block.
second time
It's
in
never a guarantee.
quick pass on
Boy,
the back
gets a block. Oh no, this is going to come back for a hold most likely.
and he's knocked down.
He had a 1st down. Chris Beckham, a right tackle.
We'll see what the
Called for a hold, and now we got a punt. Of course.
holding penalty.
So we will punt. And South Carolina scores very quickly. We're going to play this drive here before halftime. First and 10 from the 25.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
Oh, no, that might be picked. But why did I throw that? Triple coverage. That might have been a horrible decision. I noticed they do split their running back out of the receiver a lot more than usual. Again, I'll gladly take these tips. And Tristan Brown's 97 speed. Touchdown before halftime. Let's go. I don't know why it's telling me to lob it right there. He does not look open, but he comes open. And we tie this game. I'll gladly take it. 75 yards for Tristan Brown. And we're tied at 14 at the half. Definitely would have hoped to be winning by a little bit more. Or winning it all. And we got a 3rd and 7 right here from the 38-yard line. Hopefully we can move the sticks right here.
Coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass.
We'll try to run here with Sanhuer. He's not very fast, but he's going to have a 1st down. And we'll slide at the 29-yard line. We will also jump in ourselves and finish this drive.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision making on that last play. First off, nice job extending.
Wide open. Marquise Barrett to the 10-yard line. Let's go. Sanhuer already 237 and a touchdown.
Not only am I going to get this 1st down, I'm going to take care of myself too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week.
Going to go to the ground here with Boyd.
Action. You got a fresh set of hands.
Boyd going to power his way down to the 5. Oh! I was just going to say they actually defended that pretty well. They had the safety go over as the corner crashed down. But a nice block from McVay on the outside. Tristan Brown for his 2nd score of the day. Let's go. 21-14. Our defense gets the ball back. And we got a 3rd and 8 right here.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this.
All right, maybe we take a shot downfield to McVay.
On 3rd and long, he's going to
Brown, no! I did not realize that guy would drop back. Luckily, it's just knocked down, not intercepted, but we're forced to punt. And we force a punt. Our offense moving the ball here, although we run into a 3rd and 9. Let's actually go with the screen right here.
Now facing a 3rd and
Throw a
long.
screen out the Boyd. It is 4-down territory.
Here's the snap, looking to throw.
What is that?
Incomplete.
We're not going for it now, because we didn't get anything. Punt to touchbacks, our punter's terrible. We do force another punt, though. And if we get points in this drive, please. No, we have to punt. Really not liking this. And now South Carolina can move the ball a little bit. Although, we forced them to punt. And now we got to drive to hold the lead. We'll start off with the jet sweep. Oh, here we go. Tristan Brown. This is the guy who I want. 97 speed. So it seems like if we flip that... Where's the blocking? Raheem Hodges, where are you going? There's a guy right in front of you to be blocked.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful.
We can take this to 2-minute warning. We can also turn on shoot clock. That's what we'll do. So we got 2 minutes left. Got to try to put this game away.
One possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on.
Okay, where is our blocking? This is not good.
He's knocked down in the backfield.
We're going to throw here on 3rd and 17.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back.
I want to throw something safe. Maybe we'll go with an RPO. Yeah, let's go with an RPO.
Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout.
Throw the outside. Barrett. We could have got those blocks.
Quick timeout call.
All right, we got a punt here, and I'm not liking this.
Clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field.
I wish they just roughed the punter.
Which team out with this one?
We're very close to doing it, but we're going to play the rest of this game. I don't really trust myself to do it because I'm not very good at defense. I'm sure you guys have noticed. I really hope we were in a position where we don't need to be doing this right here, but
They're going to throw it to start the drive. It's
we're going to 1st down, gain of 10.
out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 from the 35.
He wants to throw.
Oh, that's on me.
Fires to the tight end.
I looked in the backfield and lost where the guy was supposed to be covering.
And they move the sticks with the 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 48.
He's looking to throw it.
Go throw to the flat.
Zings it.
Oh, make a tackle. Come on.
Gets away from one.
Well, force him out of bounds at the 30, and this is not good.
Bounds. It's a 1st down there. And Pleasant
Not even a little bit.
now threatening to get the score.
We're going to play over the top.
Come to the line with a new set of downs.
Try to avoid being beaten by a big play. Make a play. What is our defense doing?
Like a superhero to make the grab.
It's 1st and goal from the 9. They better not go for 2 if they get this.
Here in the 4th quarter. From the gun. Looking for the score.
What is this?
End zone, ball run, touchdown.
Alright, good. They're going to go for the extra point. Maybe they miss it. This, I should not have played that drive. But now we got to go try to kick the game-winning field goal. This is really bad. Kick goes through the end zone for a touchback.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
And let's see what we can do. Don't want to throw a pick. That is priority number 1.
There's enough time to get the ball down
We got 32 seconds left. Might just try to do something safe to start this.
and avoid mistakes.
Those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jason. Get that first down.
That wasn't really the right read.
Get some momentum going on.
We got 5. We're going to call a timeout.
Making by the quarterback too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation.
And maybe we'll take a shot downfield. Now they want us to run it.
Yourself in position to win.
But let's see what we have here. I just don't know if we should try something. That's the problem.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Brown's on the outside. So if Coleman can occupy this inside safety, maybe we can get Brown one-on-one with his speed.
He's looking to
Nope.
throw.
Well, we're going to try it anyway. It's incomplete. We got time. 21 seconds, but we need a big play. Well, let's try something again. I just don't want to throw an interception. That's my first priority right now. Coleman wide open. Make a catch. Bryson Coleman out of bounds to 48. That play's been really good. All right, let's see if we can take a shot. Again, we got Brown, which should be one-on-one with his speed. That's so underthrown. How can we not throw the ball downfield when I try to lead the guy as far downfield as I possibly can? We got 11 seconds left. Brown downfield. Incomplete. We're going to have one more throw. They want us to throw a Hail Mary, don't they? We're not going to do that because those plays never work. I don't want to go to overtime, but that's probably what's going to happen. 3rd and 10. We got some backup receivers in here. I'm going to call a timeout just so we can get the right guys on the field. And we'll call the exact same play. There we go. All right, let's see. Block Boyd. McVay downfield. Make a catch. Oh, it's broken up. And we're going to overtime. This is not good. Going to overtime against South Carolina, who's bad. We cannot lose this game. We're tied at 21. Oh, we win the toss. We want to play defense first. Right, I forgot for a second. Okay, defense first. Let's get a stop. I don't want to have to be in a position where we're forced to score a touchdown. But our defense has more holes than Swiss cheese when I play. But when the computer plays, we're absolutely insane. But I don't really want to not play this because this is a huge part of the game. I mean, we're in overtime after all. 2nd and 8. Underneath. Make a tackle. All right, we'll stop him short. Let's got to stop here on 3rd down. Let's blitz, send 5. Third and 3. They're going to run. Oh, that's on me. I just tried to shoot a gap. Clearly did not work. That is 100% on me. All right, we got to force him to a field goal. Hold him to a field goal. All right, we'll stop him there after a gain of 5. They've only got 52 rushing yards and 20 carries. Or at least that running back does. 2nd and 5. A throw to the outside. And he's going to break a tackle for a touchdown. That's not good. Extra point. Did we just rough the kicker? That's going to back us up to the 40, right?
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to
All right,
read
let's
the coverage, hit the open
probably going to back us up to the 40 because I think that's usually enforced in the kickoff. No, we're still in the 25. Okay. I'm glad we take that. Why do they want us to throw it deep now? We're not going to do that. We're going to switch into a run.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground.
If we can get some space to run the ball, that could be really, really nice. 2nd and 8. We're going to Boyd. Oh, Boyd on an out left. They try to run here with St. Ware. We'll slide short intentionally. And we're going to bring in Cleveland for a quarterback run. Might run him a little bit more on this drive than usual, because I want to be able to have a quarterback who can run. And even though he scrambled with St. Hilaire a couple of times, he's still not that guy. 3rd and 2. Sure hope Cleveland can convert. Oh, man. There's no way that play's supposed to go to the outside, correct? Now we gotta have it. This is bad. We'll put St. Hilaire back in so we can throw it. Or maybe we go with Larry so we can run. Let's actually do that. So we'll have the option to run. This is very scary. 4th and 2. We're gonna run. Please get there. Larry. Oh, he stays in bounds. Down at the 1-yard line. Okay, I probably unfairly used him right there. But, I mean, he's not even the fastest guy in the world. He doesn't have 99 speed. He's got 84 speed. Let's put Cleveland in, and we're going to run a read option.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down. And
Cleveland,
bam,
stop short.
Shoot up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard to stop.
All right, now what do we want to do?
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field.
All right, I don't know if I like this coming under center. Cleveland will throw this.
The quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
This isn't great.
Using his legs to buy some time.
Cleveland, get there. Forced out. All right, this is now not good at all. We'll put St. Hilaire back in, and I think we might just throw the RPO we just saw. But this is not good at all. Yeah, we're going to go with an RPO right here. And I really hope we can throw this outside. To Tristan Brown. That is the hope. We can. Brown. Oh, no, it's knocked down. That is so bad. Now we got to have it. Or we lose to South Carolina. Make a catch. Let's go. Barrett, touchdown. We're not going for 2. Extra point right there for Parra. That was the most stressful 8-play, 25-yard drive of all time. But we tied it. We better win it right here. I don't want to go to 2-point conversions. First and 10 from the 25. We can relax a little bit. I want to take a shot right here, but it's overtime. I'm afraid I'm going to do something dumb. Let's try it. Oh, wide open. McVay! Touchdown! Yes! Joseph McVay scores! Let's go. 1 play, touchdown. And now you have to go for 2 in the second overtime. And we're running Alex Cleveland. That is what we're going to do here on the 2-point conversion. We're going to run a speed option. I know those don't always work. Sometimes the pitches are just terrible. But I'm hoping this one can work. Cleveland, pitch it. Boy, oh, he stayed in. Oh, he stayed in. Man, I waited a long time because I thought Cleveland was going to be able to keep that himself. Wow. But boy, it stays in. Just barely. And now we need to get a stop. Please, defense. I don't know why your defense is so bad when I play. It's so good when the computer plays. Are you serious? Just because we scored a 1-play touchdown does not mean we were going to allow them to score a 1-play touchdown. We're going to get aggressive here. Very, very aggressive. We are coming after him on this 2-point attempt. Oh, it's quarterback run. Sack him! Yes! Yes, we win! Wow. That was the most stressful game of the season. 36-34. The blitz decision on the 2-point attempt is great. The thinking there was, we've already got the 2 points. It's not, if we don't stop him, we lose. So I got aggressive, came after him, and clearly it worked. But wow, that was the most stressful game. Maybe a Vanderbilt Dynasty, because we're actually good this year. We're decent. But, wow. My hands are so sweaty right now. Let's go. We won. I said before it should have been convincing. It was not, but I'll take the win. We take a look at stats. Another great offensive game. 36 points, 464 yards of offense. Which means we should have had more than 21 in regulation, but I'm not really sure what went on there. Weren't great on third down, 28%, although our defense was great on third down. Player stats, Jeremy St. Hilaire completed 56% of his passes for 330 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick. Pretty good game for him. Boyd, 15 for 68. Christensen, 3 for 27. Larry, 1 for 16. St. Hilaire, 8 for 15. Cleveland, 5 for 8 and a touchdown. That's so weird to have 3 quarterbacks on there, but it works. Receiving, Brown, 6 for 109 and 2 scores. McVay, 4 for 90 and a touchdown. Barrett, 5 for 48 and a touchdown. Coleman, 3 for 46. Boyd, 4 for 37. And then defensively, 7 tackles for PJ Kumar. 2 tackles for loss for John Sheets. 1 for Kumar, Gwynn, LaBelle, and Bolware. 2 sacks for Ulbrich. Interception for Kumar. Pass deflection for Bolware. No forced fumbles. Blocks, safeties, or defensive scores. So we beat South Carolina 36-34. Not our best game. Not close to. But in the past, when we've said not our best game, we have won like 10-9. Or 17-10, 14-9, 25-18. Now not our best, we scored 36 points. We allowed 34, but scored 36. And we had our 2 best offensive games against FBS opponents in this video. I'm feeling a lot better about our team moving forward, and it really was the playbook. I'm convinced it was. Now, if we had the playbook, the Ohio State playbook for all of the season, we might be 8-0 right now. But I'm feeling pretty good moving forward. We beat South Carolina. We got Alabama, Missouri, Texas. We can realistically go 9-3. Texas is now under 500. Missouri's 500. Alabama's technically a lower tier opponent. And home against Tennessee, a rivalry game, anything can happen. But that's going to do it for this episode of Vanderbilt Dynasty. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, turn notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible. Be sure to check out my main channel, Super Sports Central, link in the description of this video. But that's all for this video. I do my best to post as often as possible, and I will see you in the next video.